All right, so a common thing that you'll learn is that oftentimes in the HTTP request, we'll also get data alongside the request. So sometimes that uh, additional data will appear in the query string, which is usually attached at the end of the URL. All right, or we can sometimes see information that we will receive in the body of the HTML when excuse me, the body of the request when we receive it. All right. So generally, this is associated with what we call a get and a post. A get a lot of times will append the additional parameters to the end of the URL after a question mark. And if we do a form submission, a lot of times that information will be submitted in the body of the HTTP request. All right. So there's a reason why the client is sending us additional information. They may be asking a question. They may be asking for a particular subfolder or category, or they may be submitting some form data that we need to access on the server side. All right, so that's where the URL, excuse me, the query string module comes in handy for us. All right, so the query string module is going to allow us to extract or parse the query string and the form parameters. And the reason that we can easily do this is because they're just basic key value pairs, right? One key represents the name of the value, and the value is the value of the value, all right, for lack of a better words. All right, so here we see an example of working with the query string. So the first thing to notice that you need to require the query string module. All right, so we're passing in what we would see after the question mark in the URL. So if we were to parse that, uh, notice we have a key name, a key color, values Brad, value red, value blue. All right, so parse is going to create a params object, and we can then have access to the individual properties of that param objects. So what I want you to do with as an exercise is parse a URL or parse this and play around and see what the params are, or excuse me, or the properties are that are associated with this query string. And we'll see more of this at a later date as well as we start to get into the working with our servers. All right, take care.